What if a single punchline fired off on live television could shatter a billion-dollar fairy tale image? That's what millions witnessed the moment Saturday Night Live's Colin Jost leaned into the Weekend Update camera and smirked. "Britain says we can have the trade deal if we promise to keep Meghan and Harry." The studio cracked up, but outside 30 Rock, that joke felt less like comedy and more like a pin pulled from a grenade. In the first 5 minutes after the episode wrapped, the clip hit X, formerly Twitter, trending, generating 63,000 retweets in under an hour. Viewers didn't just laugh. They clipped, stitched, and slowed the footage, pointing out how Jost's eyes flickered, almost daring the audience to read between the lines. And while the meme factory spun, another fuse was sparking in an entirely different corner of the internet. Because tucked in a decade-old Facebook album, quiet, forgotten, and recently lost to deletion, sat a glossy Mediterranean yacht snapshot. It showed a woman, backlit by an Adriatic sunset, draped across a white leather lounger, the stem of a champagne flute balanced between two perfectly manicured fingers. Look fast and it's just another influencer flex. Look closer and the face matches Meghan Markle's pre-royal portfolio almost pixel for pixel. The image, reposted by an anonymous Reddit sleuth barely 40 minutes after Jost's jab, spread like wildfire through private Discord rooms, fan forums, and Telegram gossip channels. Yet the real accelerant wasn't the photo itself. It was the eerie silence that followed. No frantic demands for takedowns. No frantic cease and desists. No sniff of the usually rapid response Archewell PR machine. Within 12 hours, Meghan Yacht Girl punched through 8 million Google results, ranking ahead of her official charity website, a digital coup that even the most seasoned crisis managers dread. But hold that image in your mind, because just as the screenshot circled the globe, Page 6 dropped a scalpel-sharp side note. Palace insiders genuinely think nobody trusts him, and that's the bottom line, referring to Harry, but adding that Meghan's perceived stage management only deepened the rift. Suddenly, one late-night joke was echoing in royal hallways, and the public smelled blood. Before the rumor mill could catch its breath, the internet remembered something else. The night before that SNL broadcast, Harry and Meghan had posted grinning phone-lit selfies from Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour stop at SoFi Stadium. She in designer fringe, he in custom denim. The picture of carefree cool. Critics now replayed those clips, asking whether the couple knew a storm was brewing or were simply dancing on the deck before the iceberg. And then came the legal gut punch that stabbed at the couple's victim narrative. 2 months earlier, Harry had lost his high court bid to reinstate full UK police protection when visiting Britain. The ruling spelled out, in black-letter law, that he was now a private citizen abroad. Combine that defeat with the Jost joke's subtext, America can keep them. And armchair analysts had all they needed to weave a theory. The Sussexes were no longer untouchable royals, but high-end influencers fighting to stay commercially relevant. Just when viewers thought the plot couldn't thicken, YouTube recommender feeds served a familiar face, comedian Chris Rock, whose own 2023 stand-up had ridiculed Meghan's skin tone allegations on Oprah. That's not racist, even black families want to know. Clips were remixed side by side with Jost's roast, creating a highlight reel of comedic takedowns, and each share made the yacht rumors feel less fringe and more mainstream. But comedy wasn't done. TikTok creators spliced in scenes from South Park's infamous worldwide privacy tour, where animated Harry and Meghan sped around shouting, "We want privacy!" through megaphones. A satire that had once seemed savage, now resurrected as prophecy. Algorithms love patterns, and suddenly every minor slight from the past 7 years was threaded into one grand, messy timeline. From the Queen banning the Sussexes' royal branding, to the current claims that Prince William never truly trusted his sister-in-law. Now, freeze frame. In a world where news cycles feel like hummingbird wings, 24 hours of silence is an eternity. Archewell's press office, usually swift to correct a misspelled title or chase down a copyright breach, remained a ghost town. No clarifying tweet, no false narrative boilerplate, No behind-the-scenes source urging People magazine to run interference. Journalists at The Independent raised eyebrows at that vacuum, noting that even the UK's more reputable desks weren't touching the yacht allegations without hard provenance. And because mainstream editors demand ironclad proof, the rumor floated in a delicious limbo where nothing was confirmed, but everything felt possible. While producers debated the ethics of broadcasting an unverified photo, aggregator sites exploited the gap. Typing Meghan Yacht Girl into YouTube surfaced at least 9 near-identical thumbnails in neon fonts screaming "freaks out," "destroys," and "exposed." Each video parroted the same unproven claim that Meghan went nuts behind the scenes, hurling orders at staff and threatening lawsuits. Yet not a single channel could show so much as a blurry text message, and still, nobody from Team Sussex picked up the phone. That silence became the story. Crisis PR textbooks will tell you a rumor can either be strangled in its crib or fed until it grows fangs. The Sussexes seemed to choose neither. Observers began speculating that the quiet was strategic, a gamble that mainstream outlets, AP, BBC, Reuters, wouldn't risk reputation to chase a phantom yacht. Ironically, the longer established media stayed out, the louder fringe creators blared, their view counts skyrocketing precisely because network anchors refused to weigh in. Yet trouble has a habit of inviting reinforcements. Early Monday, Yahoo! Syndication robots pulled the Independent story about Jost's joke into 1,200 regional outlets, headlining it with the word "savaged." The moment tabloids and syndicators shared bylines on the same narrative arc, SEO dominoes guaranteed that any Google search for Meghan now auto-completed to yacht photo. Behind palace walls, the optics grew radioactive. Courtiers, still nursing bruises from Harry's memoir, eyed the escalating hashtag war and, according to yet another Page 6 follow-up, privately concluded that reconciliation was not in sight. Family distrust isn't new, but timing is everything. Next spring's Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting will put William center stage, and aides fear disruptive questions if Harry attends without a hardened rebuttal to the yacht whispers. So where does that leave the couple? Imagine a chess clock running down as 3 options tick in front of them. Option 1, lawyer up. Fire off copyright strikes against every channel hosting the photo. Demand removals. Maybe sue the loudest offenders for defamation. Upside, shows strength, kills monetized gossip. Downside, discovery motions could force them to authenticate the very picture they wish didn't exist. Option 2, Oprah 2.0. Sit beneath soft lighting and explain the truth behind the yacht, spinning it as a normal Hollywood hangout misconstrued by trolls. Upside, sympathy bounce, algorithmic boost. Downside, opens floodgates to deeper questions. Why have former friends deleted posts? Why were entire Instagram albums scrubbed in 2016? Option 3, ride it out. Launch her upcoming lifestyle brand. Push Harry's polo charity tour. Bet that a World Cup scandal or Hollywood breakup will distract the masses. Upside, minimal risk. Downside, unaddressed rumors become accepted lore, eroding brand equity and negotiating leverage for future Netflix or Spotify deals. Watching from the sidelines, fans split into 2 camps. One side insists Meghan is a self-made symbol of resilience, targeted because she challenges dusty aristocratic norms. The other calls her a PR savant, whose repeated reinventions signal ruthless ambition. And both sides scour for crumbs to confirm their bias. That is the genius and the curse of modern celebrity. The story never dies. It only shapeshifts, refreshed by every like, share, and outraged comment. Which brings us back to that original spark, Colin Jost's 33-word punchline. If he intended nothing more than an easy laugh, he accidentally tossed a match into a digital tinderbox soaked in 7 years of royal frustration, tabloid sensationalism, and fandom trench warfare. If he meant to troll the Sussexes, he succeeded spectacularly. Either way, the fallout illustrates a brutal truth of the 2025 attention economy. A joke is never just a joke when the algorithm senses controversy to harvest. And so, as July 14th bleeds into July 15th, the world waits. Will Meghan finally clap back, adrenaline still pumping from that Beyoncé crowd roar? Will Harry? once the palace's most popular rogue, defend his wife on camera and risk stoking the blaze? Or will they both stay silent, fingers crossed the yacht image slips beneath an avalanche of fresher scandals, just another pixel in the endless scroll? One thing is certain, silence isn't neutral anymore. It's a statement louder than any press release, and observers from London to Los Angeles know it. Because in 2025, every screenshot is permanent, every stray laugh can go viral, and every carefully curated brand is one resurfaced photo away from unraveling in front of the entire world. So, after everything you've just heard, every meme, every rumor, every uncomfortable pause, ask yourself, did Colin Jost merely score a late-night zinger? Or did we just watch the moment a Hollywood fairy tale cracked in public for good? Sound off in the comments below. Smash subscribe so you never miss the next twist. And remember, the cameras may stop rolling, but the story never goes dark. It only waits for the next flash of light to show us what's been hiding in the shadows.